Hello everyone, Justin here, and today we're going to draw a simple acorn. So let's start by drawing the upper part of the lower section, just a curved line, and draw the bottom part, trying to make it more or less symmetric if you can. And there's a little bump out at the very tip, so I'm just using a micron pen here, but we'll add some darker lines later on, maybe thicker lines. And now let's draw the cap, being sure to overlap the lower cone section just because of the perspective, and add a little top section there, a little stem. So now what we're going to draw are the surface textures of the upper cap, and these are just going to be scale looking like shapes, just a U shape, maybe a little bit pointed at the end. And I'm just gonna go all the way across, making sure to follow the curve of the cap as we go further to the edges. Adding a second row of these scale-like shapes, and I'm just alternating with the first section that I already drew. And remember that because of perspective and foreshortening, the shapes are going to be foreshortened and more pointed as we go closer to the sides, as it wraps around the cap. And I'll just continue on down. As well, remember that the curve of the cap goes out and then goes back in as it meets the bottom. So as I go further out to the edges, the direction of the scales will actually kind of start pointing inward, like right here. So we'll just keep doing that. Now as it starts to tuck in under the cap, these scales and shapes are gonna get a little bit smaller. And narrower. I'm not too worried about making it accurate or anything here, because what we're also going to be doing is we're going to be adding some darker tones so that we can suggest the shape and the form of this cap. So I've decided to just use some curlicue lines here, just random circular scribbly lines, and the darker sections that I want to be darker, I just go over and over, adding layers of these squiggly lines, and that's how you'll get darker tones. The light I'm assuming will be coming from the upper left, if not just the upper left. So the upper left sections will be lighter and the lower right sections will be darker, and we're going to get a gradient. So to form the gradient, you form the darkest areas first with multiple layers of lines, and then decrease the number of layers as you go up and to the left. Okay, and it helps to squint as well, so you can kind of see if your gradient is even. You could also use parallel lines, crosshatch lines, any way that you wanna try, just so you get different values. Okay, just a little bit of detail for the stem there. And now we'll work on the bottom section. We're gonna make the lower right section quite dark as well, and I'm gonna use parallel lines this time. Notice that it curves as it goes towards the tip, and the shape of these lines really indicate the surface form of the bottom section. As I get closer to the middle, it'll be more of a straight line, and as I go further to the left, it's gonna start curving again. And this really helps to not only give different tones, shadows, but it also helps to convey the roundness, the shape of the acorn. I'm adding some extra lines here underneath the cap, and that's just to suggest that there's some cast shadow from the cap onto the lower section, just a little area that gets wider as you go to the right. Now we don't want this to look like it's just floating in midair, so I'm just going to start suggesting some shadow that's cast on the ground, and I'll just use scribbly lines again. So this was pretty simple, pretty easy. I hope you got something out of it. If so, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.